other joints that are replaceable.
Also speaking, the Chief Medical Director of the Jos University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Pokop Bubwada, assured of collaboration and support through staff training to ensure that the National Orthopedic Hospital fully achieves its aim.
And I believe this place will grow to be the MD of other 6 orthopedics hospitals established in the country, because Jos is known for excellence.
The full commencement of services at the National Orthopedic Hospital Jos marks a major step forward in improving specialized healthcare delivery in Plateau State and the North Central region, offering hope to patients in need of quality orthopedic care. In Jos, Nandom Kumwar.
A consultant psychiatrist with the Jos University Teaching Hospital, Professor Kingsley Mayowa, has cautioned people against stigmatizing persons with mental health and advised persons with mental health challenge to seek proper care. The consultant psychiatrist gave the advice at an awareness campaign for mental health held at the Jos University Teaching Hospital, Juth, to mark this year's World Mental Health Day. Our correspondent has details.
With the theme Access to Services, Mental Health in Catastrophes and Emergencies, this year's World Mental Health Day emphasized the critical need to ensure mental and psychosocial support are readily available to people affected by conflict, disaster, and other crises. A consultant psychiatrist at the Jos University Teaching Hospital, Professor Kingsley Mayowa, explained that mental health is beyond the illness but a state of total well-being in which the person realizes his or her own abilities to cope with the normal stress of life. Kingsley advised people not to stigmatize persons with mental health, but help them to seek proper medical care.
People that have mental illnesses are like you and I. As a matter of fact, everybody can have mental illness. So we should stop the stigma. I was seeing a patient and he was saying that, oh, he may not be able to be the best he could be and all that.
A trained psychiatric nurse, Jos University Teaching Hospital, Eunice Mudupe, highlighted some causes of mental health issues, which includes heredity, environmental factors, and personality. She advised that people should look out for any abnormal behaviors as signs of mental health issues.
When you notice that this person that has been lively is now withdrawn to self, is not talking to self, he doesn't sleep at night, or he doesn't even eat.
Other remarks came from the head of Department Psychiatric Unit, Jos University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Tunchama Friday, a clinical psychologist in Juth, Ajuma Abiloma, and a clinical social worker, Nandi Daspan, who said they are all working to create awareness on mental health issues and to advocate better medical services. Some of the psychiatric patients who spoke voluntarily expressed satisfaction with the treatments they are getting and called on other patients to seek medical care.
I had a very nice experience here because I've done this and I've not taken any substance.
Anytime I take the drugs, really I've seen the hands of God in it.
In Jos, I am Rotkan Nanfa.
Plateau State government has made a firm commitment of prioritizing mental health as part of a broader healthcare transformation agenda of the Time Is Now administration. State Commissioner of Health, Dr. Nicholas Bamlong, stated this at the event to mark this year's World Mental Health Day in Jos. Our correspondent has details.
Crises such as natural disasters, conflicts, and affected by humanitarian emergencies. The celebration in Plateau began with a road walk from the Secretariat Junction flyover roundabout to the State Ministry of Health headquarters, Joseph Gomok Secretariat. Briefing journalists after the exercise, State Commissioner of Health Dr. Nicholas Bamlong said many people in Plateau, like other states in the country, are facing significant mental health due to traumatic effects of communal conflicts, economic hardships, displacement, and social pressure. Bamlong, however, noted that the Time Is Now administration is committed to strengthening healthcare infrastructure, establishing community-based mental health programs, launch anti-stigma campaigns, introducing mental health and psychosocial support, and capacity building for health personnel to check the trends.
These programs will focus on prevention, early intervention, and rehabilitation, with special attention to vulnerable groups, including women, our youths, victims of violence, and internally displaced persons.
He called on partners, faith-based organizations, traditional rulers, religious leaders, media, citizens, and other stakeholders to join hands in the mental health revolution of the state government.
Let us create supportive work environments that prioritize employee mental health.
The commissioner added that the journey towards a comprehensive mental health care in the state will not happen overnight, but that with political will, adequate resources, community support, and collective commitment, the challenge will be overcome. I am Gakop Timothy.
The Plateau State Contributory Healthcare Management Agency has hosted a town hall meeting to engage stakeholders on the 2025 third quarter Basic Healthcare Provision Fund and enrollee matters. The event aims to discuss challenges hindering service utilizing and to create solutions while ensuring the healthcare system is responsive to the need of Plateau residents. Our correspondent was at the Plateau State Primary Healthcare Board, venue of the event.
The meeting sought to enhance service delivery, promote accountability, and ensure the healthcare needs of enrollees are met. Declaring the meeting open, Acting Director General, Plateau State Contributory Healthcare Management Agency, Dr. Dawal Kwande, through the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Dr. Jude, then said the fostering collaboration.
That's to enroll the poor and vulnerable under the equity plan.
Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Plateau State Primary Healthcare Board, Dr. Emmanuel Molsat, emphasized the need for robust collaboration with stakeholders to achieve sound healthcare delivery.
The Plateau and the Primary Healthcare Boards, our synergy cannot be overemphasized. Reason being that as Plateau consider to cover the two very important dimensions of achieving universal health coverage, which is financial risk protection and population coverage.
Director, Heart of Hope International VOM, Barnabas Gyang, pledged support for the program to improve the lives of the people. Some of the participants, Davo Dung and Felicia Davoit, said the agency's commitment to engaging stakeholders and identifying solutions to challenges is truly commendable. Fidelis Zhang.
Health insurance is a crucial tool in protecting people from poverty related to healthcare access. Acting Director General of the Plateau State Contributory Healthcare Management Agency, PLASCHEMA, Dr. Dawal Kwande, said this during a baseline survey for facility and community readiness. Our correspondent reports the event took place at the Sarau Event Center, GF Polshe.
The baseline survey for facility and community readiness for community-based health insurance brought together participants from the various health sectors. Acting Director General of PLASCHEMA, Dr. Dawal Kwande, explained that the idea is to shift the way they administer social health insurance by using government incentives to drive a community-based system that focuses on covering people in their residence, sharing risks, and ensuring significant portions are covered.
This meeting is a platform that we have created in order to bring critical stakeholders for the purposes of validating a baseline assessment tool that the agency intends to really roll out in order to get from the communities as well as facilities, drivers, contextual arrangements that could drive the implementation of community-based health insurance within Plateau State.
In a presentation of concept note for baseline survey, a consultant, Dr. Solomon Kwakfoot, said some of the challenges confronting surveys include poverty, complex health system, and overwhelmed government system, hence the need to look inward and proffer solutions.
So in health insurance balance, we take this as the triple constraint for health insurance. And we cannot keep lamenting, we must begin to solve the problem. So you see the major issue of access, accessibility, affordability, and all the A's of issues around health must be addressed by community-based health insurance.
Director, Planning, Research and Statistics, PLASCHEMA, Dr. Julfandan, said the plan is to integrate community-based health insurance with theoretical knowledge to propel Plateau State towards a universal health coverage.
Felt that it was important
baseline study of the facility readiness and the community readiness in participating in community-based health insurance.
Goodwill messages came from dignitaries present, as well as a question and answer session. In Jos, I am Njembin Zita.
Director of Government Nuhu Sirpo has charged newly promoted staff to embrace greater responsibility and be dedicated to their duties. Sirpo made the call while presenting promotion letters to the beneficiaries at the council headquarters in Dengi. The report is presented from our studio.
Presenting the promotion letters to beneficiaries, the Director of Personnel Management of Kanam Local Government, Nuhu Sirpo, urged promoted staff to justify their new roles through hard work and commitment, emphasizing that promotion comes with added responsibilities. Sirpo expressed concern over some staff who deliberately refused to submit their papers for promotion earlier this year. He thanked Governor Caleb Murfwang for approving the promotions and appreciated the Local Government Service Commission for ensuring timely processing.
He approved promotions of over 2,000 staff from the local government council. Over 2,000. And this year again, over 2,000 were presented for promotion. Only that, only few people who refused intentionally. They cannot blame anybody, but they will just blame themselves. Because they intentionally don't want to be promoted. But as many who are able to bring their uppers and make other requirements, some people could not place their results in their files and the rest. That was what delayed their promotion.
Sirpo promised to expedite the implementation of the financial benefits associated with the promotions. Director of Finance and Supply, Alexander Pam, also spoke at the event.
The promotions are signed and distributed to the deserving staff. Please immediately write your adjustment of steps so that we can do everything at the same time and implement it.
Nolgate Chairman, Kanam Local Government Council of the promoted staff, Raymond Shitnan, commended the state government and the council chairman for their efforts in facilitating the promotions.
Sarah say thank you, Mr. Deepen, but you keep it up.
On behalf of those of us that have benefited, that shows the level of our commitment to work.
The event culminated in the symbolic presentation of promotion letters to the beneficiaries.
Former program managers of the Plateau Agricultural Development Program, PADP, have pledged their full support to the current leadership of the agency in its ongoing efforts to reposition and revitalize the program. The commitment was made during a courtesy visit to the current program manager at the PADP headquarters in Jos on Monday. Speaking on behalf of the forum, Alex Wash commended the program manager for his leadership drive and visible initiatives aimed at refocusing and rebranding PADP for greater productivity. He assured the program manager of their collective readiness to collaborate and provide technical guidance whenever needed. Wash noted that the renewed energy and strategic reforms currently taking place within PADP were encouraging signs that the program is on the path to reclaiming its pride of place in the agricultural development of Plateau State. In his response, the program manager, Ishaku Jilem Sam, expressed gratitude to the visiting delegation for their show of solidarity and goodwill. He described the visit as both historic and inspiring, noting that it has strengthened his resolve to double his efforts towards restoring the fortunes of PADP. Jilem Sam emphasized that the collaboration between the old and new leadership of PADP remains essential for sustaining agricultural growth, rural development, and farmers' empowerment across the state. As part of the visit, the former program managers were taken on a tour of the organization where they witnessed visible signs of the ongoing transformation, including infrastructural improvements. And on the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has said he would impose an additional 100% tariff on imports from China from next month. In a post on social media, Trump said the U.S. would also put export controls on critical software. In an earlier post on Friday, he hit back at Beijing's move this week to tighten its rule for exports of rare earth accusing China of becoming very hostile and trying to hold the world captive. He threatened to pull out of a meeting with China's President Xi Jinping. He later said he had not cancelled it but that he did not know they were going to have it. Financial markets dropped in the wake of Trump's remarks, with the S&P 500 closing down 2.7%, its steepest fall since April. China dominates production of rare earth and certain other key materials which are key components in cars, smartphones, and many other items. And that's the much we can take on News Track. Stay tuned for global news at 6:30 p.m. and news updates at 10 p.m. Good afternoon.